Last week, the State Department released the June Visa Bulletin, the ninth Visa Bulletin for fiscal year 2022. The biggest news is the advancement of EB2 India by a full year, which has some EB3 India applicants frustrated after downgrading their application last year. There was also very little movement in family dates, causing many in the family preference categories to complain that family dates have frozen. So let's take a look at the movement for June's Visa Bulletin and discuss why family dates aren't moving, what you should do if you're in an employment-based category, and predictions for future Visa Bulletins. And if this is your first time on my channel, be sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications for regular immigration news updates. And if you would like to get my help on your case, please call my office to schedule a case evaluation at 212-248-7907. There was so little movement this month that we will cover all four charts back to back. Starting with final action dates for family-sponsored preference categories, F2B Mexico moved forward 1 month to February 1st, 2001, and F4 Mexico moved forward 2 months to March 1st, 2000. There was no movement in the family-sponsored dates for filing chart. Turning to employment dates, the final action chart had a big leap in EB2 India by a full year to September 1st, 2014. The only other movement in this chart was in the other workers categories for El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras, Mexico, the Philippines, and all other chargeability areas which were previously current but now have a priority date of May 8, 2019. This is due to an increasing interest in this category from a wide variety of employers seeking skilled workers who do not hold advanced degrees. And the last chart is the employment-based dates for filing chart, which had no movement this month. USCIS has also announced that family applicants should use the dates for filing chart in the June Visa Bulletin, and employment applicants should use the final action dates chart. So why is there no movement in the family dates while some employment dates move by a full year? The reason family dates seem to have been frozen is because so few interviews are taking place at U.S. embassies and consulates abroad. As a result, the Bureau of Consular Affairs is artificially stopping all dates when really they should be retrogressing dates as the demand continues to outpace supply. Until the rate of immigrant visa interviews returns to pre-pandemic levels for the majority of consular posts, family dates will continue to stand still, if not retrogress. Note that if you are in the family-based second preference category, which is spouses and children of permanent residents, you should consider filing for the I-485 adjustment of status as soon as possible. This category only remains current to generate demands for filings, and there is a high likelihood that a cutoff date will soon be introduced. As for employment dates, the reason we saw India's EB2 final action date jump by a full year is because USCIS has been able to service all of the applications they received after advancing EB2 India filing dates by a full year back in April's Visa Bulletin. This significant forward movement has some people upset because USCIS is prioritizing EB2 dates despite many applicants with earlier priority dates having downgraded to EB3. So, if you are an EB3 downgrade applicant, there are a couple of things you can do. First, you can link your pending I-485 to another EB2 I-140 petition by interfiling, which is the process for transferring the underlying basis of your application from one category to another. Note that if you do this, there is no set time frame for USCIS to make the link between the two. It could take weeks or months to complete. Second, EB3 downgrade applicants can also file a separate I-485 based on their EB2 I-140 in order to keep both EB2 and EB3 tracks open. Just remember that this will require additional filing fees and processing steps. Going forward, USCIS might wait another month or two before advancing EB3 in order to get a better understanding of those who interfiled from EB3 to EB2. But based on current numbers, it does not appear that EB3 will reach January 2014 within the fiscal year. One of the things that could fix this backlog is if Congress recaptured unused green cards, which is currently being discussed by a bipartisan group of senators. I will include a link to that video here. I will also continue bringing you additional immigration news as it's available, so be sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications if you haven't done so yet. Click here to watch this video next, and I'll see you there.